Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. Last video for the evening, and we're going to be looking at Gunning for God by John Lennox, and hopefully tomorrow early in the morning I shall continue the series and maybe do about 10, 15, maybe 20 videos on his book and look at what he's saying in depth. And from time to time I'll take a book by a Christian scholar and use that as a base of critiquing atheism, so it's based and rooted in good scholarship. The channel is covering a wide variety of apologetic and biblical and pastoral issues, so it's not just about atheism, but I've learned a lot about critiquing atheism, and I want to keep up the pressure on the atheist community to think about Christianity. So I will continue to do that, but I will be doing it in a much more professional and considered way than I have done previously. So without further ado, we're going to base our new series on critiquing atheism based in good scholarly material concerning this. Okay. Lennox says one attempt they have made to get their message, the new atheist, across is by advertising it on the sides of buses. For a time, bendy buses became the medium that carried the atheist message. They charged around the UK's major cities, bringing the remarkably underwhelmingly missive, "There's probably no God, now stop worrying about enjoying your life." Apart from the advertisement for a well-known beer, there are probably very few advertisements containing the word probably. After all, can one imagine being caught by advertisements like "This medicine has probably no serious side effects," "This bank will probably not collapse," "This plane will probably get you to your destination"? Yet Richard Dawkins was prepared to dip into his own pocket to help finance the campaign. That was this is the introduction, page 10. To finance the campaign, the slogan might be something like this: "There is good evidence for the existence of God, therefore trust him and experience real joy." Of course, I'm aware that God might be a potential source of worry for atheists. After all, as Lucretius noted centuries ago, if God exists, atheists will meet him one day. More of that in due course. So that's jumped from page 10 to 13 because it's on Google Books. But yeah, mass advertising. The atheists have been big on this. They've been big in being missionary atheists. There's a lot of YouTube atheists out there pushing their stuff. I've been doing for quite a long time, so you've got to be wary of this YouTube atheism, mass media atheism, which is trying to suck in people into its rhetoric and sort of hate mentality against Christianity. He writes, page 13, "Richard Dawkins and I have engaged in two major public debates, first in Birmingham, Alabama in 2007, where we discussed some of the major theses of his best-selling book, The God Delusion. The second debate was the question, has science buried God?, which is the subtitle of my own book, God's Undertaker. This later debate was held in 2008 in the Oxford Natural History Museum, the place where in 1860 Thomas Henry Huxley had his famous interchange with Bishop Samuel Wilberforce over Darwin's The Origin of Species. The setting was both unusual and dramatic. Dawkins and I were perched on stools which the vast head and jaws of the museum showpiece, the Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, towering threateningly above us. Tex Rex is certainly extinct. On that Dawkins and I agree. Dawkins also thinks God is extinct, or more exactly that he never existed. I disagree. I also have had two public debates with Christopher Hitchens, who describes himself as a contrarian, and our first encounter was before a large audience in the Ulster Hall at Edinburgh Festival in 2008, where the motion under consideration was whether the New Europe should prefer the new atheism. At the end of the debate, a number of members of the audience who had initially indicated their indecision on the issue surprised many by moving to reject the motion. Consequently, it was pronounced lost by the moderator, James Naughty of the BBC, when Hitchens graciously conceded. One member of the audience who did not contribute to that shift of opinion was Richard Dawkins. He did not seem to be at all pleased with the outcome. So the thing that I want to say here is, here you have an Oxford mathematician, a professor, who's debated Christopher Hitchens and Richard Dawkins. Now the rhetoric, and has publicly won a debate against Hitchens. Now the rhetoric of the atheist has always been that Christianity doesn't have any evidence, and yet you can have someone like a professor of mathematics from Oxford stand up for the Christian faith in the public arena and win debates against major atheists. Now that should teach you not to listen to the atheist rhetoric, and that there are good scholars out there who can present good evidence for the Christian faith. Thank you.